On a rooftop, smoking blue dream on my car.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time, I'm going to go over to US Express US. Excuse me. I will list the article writer and all of the details in the description, as I always do. And this is in the crime section. This is about an FBI agent who filmed up to 80 victims, including his own wife, in sick revenge corn plot. A former FBI agent allegedly installed hidden cameras to capture disturbing revenge porn images as many as 80 women, including his own spouse. Mark Allen Wells, age 45, apprehended last May after three women, one being his ex-wife, allegedly alerted authorities to their concerns about his activity, prompting officers to visit his Tulsa, Oklahoma residence. A man who covertly recorded himself having intimate encounters with women using his smart glasses has avoided jail time. The disgraced ex FBI agent had amassed thousands of explicit photos and videos of up to 80 women captured without their knowledge. When authorities examined his laptop, they discovered a mass collection of images and footage, reports Mirror US. Investigators uncovered 2,245 photos and videos on his device, organized into 55 separate albums. The majority of these images and videos were explicit in nature. Each album was labeled with a woman's name, typically just their first name. Additional subfolders existed within labels with terms like text, containing further material according to court documents. Authorities believed he filmed the women without their consent through a no hidden cameras were discovered, surprisingly, during the search of his residence. Officers did locate a fake smoke detector that could have concealed a recording device. Wells also faces charges for distributing these intimate images to at least 8 other individuals. Some of the pictures depicted women engaging in intimate acts. It remains unclear whether the women were aware of they were being photographed. Morgan Bailu, who had been in a relationship with Wells for several years, disclosed that he bragged about his collection of inappropriate pictures after viewing the disturbing images. She contacted one of the women in the photo, his fiancée Savannah Smith, and revealed what she had found. The two women reported him to the police, triggering an investigation that resulted in more women stepping forward once charges were filed against him. Wells initially denied possessing such a collection until detectives discovered it on his hard drive. I can't imagine why I would brag to someone I was in an exclusive relationship with about having naked photos of other women, he stated, according to the affidavit. Wells' ex-wife also claimed that the disgraced agent secretly filmed her, and she found a hidden camera on a bookshelf in their guest room. Bailu, who is a car dealer by profession and also works part-time as a model and actress, sued Wells on January 18th for $150,000 in damages. Besides the secret recordings, he had sent explicit images she took to him to at least 2 other individuals. Bailu described Wells to the police as a master manipulator and expressed that discovering his actions made her feel angry and very violated. Suspended from the FBI, Wells is now facing 2 felony peeping Tom counts and 11 misdemeanor charges for non-consensual dissemination of private intimate images. His next court date appearance is scheduled for April 1st, April Fool's Day. The FBI promptly suspended the agent, stating that such behavior would not be tolerated. As soon as the allegations became known, the employee was removed from special agent duties and has been denied access to FBI facilities pending resolution of the matter, the FBI clarified. They also stated, "We strongly condemn any behavior that falls short of the highest standards. We are cooperating with local and law enforcement and all relevant entities investigating the matter." And that is the end of the article right there. I'm just, at this point, this is the thing for me. When we grow up and we are in the process of being taught as children, we tend to be taught that certain individuals, certain people in authority are to be trusted. We are taught that we are to follow their requests and ultimately not question authority. What they rarely teach people in general, and as people grow up and become adults, is that the people that are in authority or positions of power, they are also human beings as well. And they will most certainly always fall short of the expectations of their given roles. I say that to say that, would I be surprised about this? No. This has happened in many fields. You have, people that's in the FBI. You have doctors and physicians that have done this same exact thing. And been sued by and been sued. Some went to jail, some, you know, uh, self-harmed, and just pick your profession. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a position with authority like police or FBI or uh, anything like that. It could be other positions of authority where people are essentially at the top. You know, along the process of, you know, the women finding out, I can only imagine how violated they felt. Uh, no one should do that to anyone, you know, being as though it is a crime. But, I'm assuming that he thought he would have never been found out. Um, like I said earlier, I'm surprised they didn't find any recording devices, but given his profession and who he used to work for or or is suspended from, um, you know, you can definitely be a tip off that happened. That's why they didn't find any, recording devices. It could be his own paranoia that said, "Hey, wait a minute, I need to pack all this up and go, and it don't need to be in my house." Um, I'm assuming that there was some type of inkling, whether it is just, his own personal paranoia or whether it was a tip that was being given to him to, not find the recordings, devices in his home. However, they did find stuff on his hard drive, and, you know, it's the process of sorting through all the people's trying to identify them. Even though most of the folders were labeled with just first names. First names is a start, but it's not going to definitely identify anyone. You know, but I'm glad that he got caught. I hope that he does not get a slap on the wrist. I hope that he has to spend some time in jail. Uh, it's not right. It's not right. And no one should feel that they have to be or could be violated in such a personal way as being recorded. But you also have to look at where this type of behavior comes from. In a male dominated society, it is literally encouraged for men to do these types of things. And I'ma just say it. It is, and it's disgusting, and it's a violation of privacy, and it should never happen, especially with someone that you consider to be in such a vulnerable state with. Um, should never happen. Should never happen. But because of society and the green light for a lot of other, depraved acts, you know, is the standard. More so now these days than back in the day. You see an influx of these things happening more and more every day. And it's not just men that do it, it is also women that have done this as well. So I'm not just, you know, pointing the finger at one specific gender. I mean, it does happen more frequently with men, because, people do that. And it's like, even in some, you know, states, some dudes, they will do this to a person and then they will go show their homeboys, like, hey, like, case in point, Diddy. He's been alleged to have done this to several women. And, I can't help but to believe it, given all the things that came out in trial. That's just my personal opinion, you know. But let me know what you guys think. Drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I definitely would love to hear from you. So come chop it up with me. Um, Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for giving advice and criticism. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for your donations. And with that, you guys, I'm going to get back with you in the next one. And I hope you're staying safe and warm because it's snowing outside. Until then, guys.